You have on your piece of paper a couple of.
We got two.
Perfect. Hold on for me. A couple of intersecting lines with the numbers here of 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here are some definitions that you must understand with regards to those. The first one, I wish I would have drawn this a little bit smaller. That's fine. All right, the first one, write this down. Adjacent angles. By the way, this is, if you like this, you will like geometry when you get there. You won't be able to take geometry till at least you're in 9th grade, but this has to do with a lot of geometry stuff. Adjacent angles share a common vertex and a common side. They have common vertex, which is the place where they come together, and a common side. Okay, they do not overlap. In other words, this, if you're looking at my your little diagram there, I gave it to you so you can have examples. Examples of those would be adjacent angles. Angle 1 is adjacent to, I want to tell you, okay, here's angle 1. Angle 1 shares a side and a vertex. Here's the vertex. Shares a side and a vertex with angle 3 would be one answer. Okay, because this side is shared with angle 1 and angle 3. And angle 1 is also adjacent to angle 2. They both, they're right next, really they're just right next to each other. That's all it means. They have the same side, they're adjacent. Okay. Oh, I guess we can do that. Angle 3 would be adjacent to, give me one there, angle 3 is adjacent to, Josh?
4.
Sure, angle 4, or angle 3 is also adjacent to, angle Nicole?
Angle 1.
Angle 3 and angle 1, yeah, okay, you got that. All right. Second one, opposite angles. Opposite angles, when we talk about opposite angles, they are angles that, opposite angles, by the way, they're also called vertical angles. A, K, A. Okay, they're the ones up there that share a vertex, but not a side. Okay, share a vertex, but not a side. For example, angle 4 is opposite. Angle 4 is opposite of angle 1. They have the same vertex, but they don't share a side. They're opposite that. Angle 2 is opposite of Mackenzie.
3.
Okay, angle 3. Now, why do we ask these and go over these problems here? Because, okay, here's what we have to understand. If you, write this down, have two intersecting lines, some things are true. The first thing we're going to talk about is adjacent angles. If you have two intersecting lines, adjacent angles are what we call, in other words, supplementary. Make sure I spell it right. It's always the ARs and the ERYs that always throw me off. Supplementary is ARY. Any idea what supplementary means? Have we ever done complementary? Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. Supplementary angles add up to, Alex?
180.
Right. They add up to 180 degrees. So if you're writing this out, angle 2 plus angle 1 has to equal 180 degrees. Angle 4 plus angle 3 has to equal 180 degrees. Angle 4 plus angle 2, angle 2 plus 1, angle 3 plus 1. Any two adjacent angles will be supplementary. And the other thing we must understand is this. What do you suppose we know about opposite or vertical angles? Opposite or vertical angles are, it's a tough one. Angle 2 and angle 3, how are they related? Angle 4 and angle 1, how are they related, Eva?
They're complementary.
They are not complementary. They could be, especially if they were right angles, they would be complementary, but not always are they. They don't add up to, for example, look. Do you think angle 4 and angle 1 add up to 90 degrees?
No, oh, I meant they are equal angles.
Yeah, they're equal. They are equal. So angle 4 equals angle 1, angle 2 equals angle 3. Gotta love that. Now, what good is that? Well, that is good because if you see something like this, if you've got two intersecting lines, and you know that this is 42 degrees, angle 1, 2, 3, 4. You only need to know what one angle is, and you can figure out all the rest of them. You know angle 3 is 42 degrees. Why? In geometry, we say it because that's given. I was told that one it was. Angle 1 has to equal how many degrees? Angle 1 would have to be how many degrees? Because it's supplementary, because adjacent angles are supplementary, doing the math, Alex,
It has to be 138 degrees.
138 degrees. And usually in geometry, they'll ask you to give a reason. Well, you would say, why is angle 138 degrees? Because adjacent angles are supplementary. That would be the reason. How about angle 2? How many degrees is angle 2? Ashley?
42 degrees.
Now, there could be two different reasons you can tell me that's true. What two different reasons do you know that that angle 2 is 42 degrees? And again, that's the thing with geometry. You can't just say something, you have to say why you say it. Why do you know that it's 42 degrees? Emma Kunacek, how do I know it's 42 degrees?
Because it's the opposite.
Okay, one reason would be because it is opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. Or another reason, Ava, is
Adjacent angle number.
exactly because adjacent angles are supplementary. And since we know what angle 1 was, we know that it has to be 42 degrees. And you know that angle 4 has to be how many degrees? That's tough, Gabby. 138 degrees. Give me a reason why that has to be 138 degrees. Yeah. Sure, you. You, Gabby. This is you. Yep. I can't hear a word you said, but I'm going to guess you were right. Because what? Yeah. Angle 4 has to be 138 degrees because it's either adjacent to 2 or angle 1. Or you could also say it, or it's also say it's equal to angle 1 because it's a opposite angle. So all those things are true in that sort of thing. Now, the book will mix it up just a little bit and draw this somewhere in your notes here. They will throw something that looks like this at you. You'll be able to recognize a little bit of this stuff here. We know this is a right angle, and we know that this angle right there is 40 degrees. And because of that, we can figure out, we want to be able to figure out angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. Well, let's do what we know. Somebody tell me, can you tell me what angle 2 or angle 3 or angle 1 is? Somebody give me a reason for something there. You must be able to tell me something. Angle what is how many degrees and why? Has my whole lecture been for naught? Is it bad? Kendall, how?
Angle 2 is 45 degrees.
Angle 2 is not 45 degrees. Angle 2 is how many degrees?
40.
How do I know, Kendall, angle 2 is 40 degrees? Because it is, all you have to do is because of opposite angles. Alright? Now what do I know? Somebody give me angle 1 or angle 3 and why? Alex Vollmer?
Angle 3 is 140 degrees versus adjacent to angle 2.
You just say supplementary angles. And then angle 1 is, there's a tough one. Toughest one of all. What is angle 1, Ava?
140 degrees.
Angle 1 is not
Oh,
140 degrees.
40 degrees?
Huh?
40 degrees?
It is not 40 degrees.
Oh, then.
This angle right here. This one we didn't talk about today, but you should know.
Oh,
Am I put a check?
it's 50 degrees.
Why is it 50 degrees?
Because when you add 40 and 9 degrees.
Right, because triangles have to add up to 180 degrees. You know this is 40, this is 90. 90 and 40 is 130. What number added to 1 that would be that. So you have to kind of be able to prove that. And that is what the book will give you. And you should be good with that. Now, to the real meat and potatoes of today, children. Second page. I didn't think that was it. I had to give you another page here. Because today, this is like a highlight of mathematics. This is my dream world coming up right here. When I was a youngster, I always dreamed of talking about this. Believe it or not. Under the word transversal and under angles, we are going to have to be able to phrase that page. I give you one? Yeah. I did give you one right here. Why do you guys always keep getting 2? Somebody down there? Oh, shoot. Stop, let me.